Yo, mic check, mic check, mic check. It's season 2. We back again. It's the Thought Party, man. You already know what it is. The podcast where you are the host. We just the guests, man. I'm Nicholas R. That's your boy Shermfield. Everything, you know the drill.
Yes.
Welcome back, man.
Yeah. You too, man. How you feeling?
I'm feeling good, man. Can't complain, bro.
That's
Life
what's
is
up.
good, man.
That's what's up, man. I'm good too, bro. I feel like it's been so long. I don't remember the dates or whatever.
Yeah,
But
it feel like it's been a couple months or something. Feel like
yeah,
longer, honestly, but shit, I couldn't tell you. But man, it's cool to be back.
yeah, straight
Uh,
up.
I was getting a lot of feedback on the first season. So people still listen to it, man. Binges, you know how we do, man. Binges,
Yeah.
binges, and binges again. We got merch. So
Oh
shout out to
yes.
Sherm on
I'm
that,
so
man.
glad you brought that up.
We got merch now. So
Yeah.
you can show your support in that way, show your love in that way. We got t-shirts, hoodies, and jogging pants for the ladies and all type of shit. So
Yeah.
hey man, hit it up, man. It's Sherman Productions. Sherman
Sherman.
Mason
Yeah. There you go.
Productions.
Yeah.
.com.
Yeah. You
Yeah,
caught that.
man.
You caught that.
That's Big Bro's production company, man. I'm still trying
Yeah.
to get signed there, so
No, you in,
you know
man.
what I'm saying.
You in, bro. You handling the business. You the reason everybody watch it. I was actually about to say, people come to you with the feedback. Don't nobody
Yeah.
talk to me, bro.
I mean,
I gotta
hey,
go
like
get dreadlocks.
I just feel like it's people I know. They just be like, yeah, man. I'm like, yeah, fuck with it. Say something, but like, don't just tell me. Like,
Right.
say
Yeah.
the shit on Apple and all that shit. Like,
Right. Yeah, bro. That's what we need is the reviews. Go check it out. You know what I'm saying? Go on there.
man,
If
like,
you on
subscribe,
Spotify or whatever. Yeah,
review,
exactly.
all
Yeah.
that.
Handle
All that.
that. You know what I'm saying? So they know that you don't joke. Also, if y'all know some people who want to be guests and ain't some assholes, definitely hit us up. We can do, a little quick little interview and make sure that they fit and we can, see if they want to come through and talk about a couple of these topics that we got lined up. So
For sure.
get back to us. Yeah, straight up.
I got a topic for today. And before we get to that, you know how we do, man. We get them black facts out. Black facts. You already know. So, man, I got to get this one to the GOAT, Stevie Wonder, man. This guy, they call this a classic period, right? So this man, he went on a run. Intervisions dropped in 1973. Fulfillingness, the first finale, that dropped in 74. And my favorite, Songs in the Key of Life, dropped in 76. He all won Grammy Awards for the album of the year.
Wow.
He tied, that's a record. He tied with two other people. So he's just one of three artists to do that.
That's
3 albums of the year, man. That's to me, that's GOAT status, man. You can't touch that with a 10-foot pole, man.
Straight up, bro. He you know what I'm saying? I think people know his name and they know who he is. They know he goated. But I think people don't really understand why. So I'm glad you dropped that because he ain't just some dude who just came out of nowhere.
Stevie, man.
Oh, hey, what's your favorite Stevie joint?
My favorite Stevie song?
Yeah.
Oh man. Sheesh.
I asked my dad that the other day, man. I'm just curious about what he had to say.
Damn.
He got joints. He got joints.
I'm gonna say Ribbon on the Sky right now, but like tomorrow that shit gonna change. It's gonna be something else. Well, my favorite album is Songs in Key of Life, man. Like if I was stranded on a desert island and only could pick one album, that's it. Cause it's like a double disc. It was like before double disc was double disc and shit. It's like super long. Yeah. It's got a song for every topic. It's just like super dope.
Yeah, I feel it.
Songs in Key of Life, like literally. What about yours? What's yours?
Part-Time Lover is my favorite song by Stevie.
Yeah. He was he was talking shit on that.
Yeah, he was. But that shit was cold as hell.
Stevie was a side nigga, man.
For real. For real. That was so. I just love that song, bro. That just everything about it, man. It just worked for him. But yeah, all right, yeah, I appreciate that, man. I'm glad you let everybody know because Stevie ain't no joke, bro. Don't sleep. Don't just hear his name, but Stevie Wonder in general. But like actually look.
He's been doing it for a long time, man. He got a lot of albums.
Yeah.
And he's been doing it forever.
Straight up.
So, man, the topic of today, we're gonna keep it light today, man. First season was like I wouldn't say super serious, but you know what I'm saying. It was just we had to talk on some topics that needed to be talked about, man. But today we gonna keep it light just for this week. Maybe we go back heavy next week. Maybe we keep it light for the whole season. We don't know. But this week, my question or the topic is, what's your favorite genre of music, and when was the best music being made? Like,
oh, bro,
what era of music?
man, that
I'm
is
gonna
good
just,
as
man, I
hell,
like music. To me is like the best thing in the world. It literally makes the world go around. Before there was music, I'm not sure how people was living. I'm just gonna be honest. I don't know.
bro. Yeah,
I don't know how people. I mean, I guess because they didn't know what it is, they didn't really need it. But like, like just picture yourself being like in a time warp where you just went somewhere where they didn't even music wasn't even invented yet. You just like, what the fuck?
yeah, yeah.
I guess he would be the coldest musician because he would just be like,
Bro,
I'm finna just
yeah,
hot tub
bro,
time machine
yeah,
and
straight
just
up,
be going all crazy. Like
bro.
I drop all the Drake joints.
You
Everybody hot
right?
ass joint. I'm gonna be like, yo,
Yeah.
y'all don't know shit. I'm finna go crazy.
Bro, that's so wild.
For real.
That's hilarious. That's actually, man, it's funny. I never thought about nobody going back in time and just being the coldest artist.
Yeah, they did that on Hot Tub Time Machine. They was singing Black Eyed Peas shit.
For
Everyone was like, "Yo, this shit crazy!" Like, but he was just like, "Just keep running, running, running." It was going crazy, bro. They
That's
was eating that
crazy.
shit up.
That's
But
wild.
no, man. Shoot.
That's a
On the
heavy
real,
one.
on the cool, I feel like the best era of music is probably before my time. So probably like the 70s, 80s. That's where if I go back to them, that's where I hear the most. Where I'm like, yo, they was really cutting up.
Yeah. Oh my
They was
gosh.
really like the sounds, the funk, the soul, the R&B, um, just everything that was coming out then, man. I'm an R&B head. I love soul and all that shit. So that's
That's
the stuff
dope.
that was hitting me. My mom was playing, you know what I'm saying? Even like the funk stuff, like I feel like I wouldn't like funk if it came out today.
Mm.
But like
Yeah. Wow, that's interesting
I
thought.
just feel like you had to be there, man. I just feel like
Hmm.
sometimes I grew up in the wrong era. Like I would have loved to be at like with some platform shoes and like dancing to like cameo or some shit. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like
Yeah. Yeah. All
I don't
day.
know.
It's dope how we can. I think is I'm grateful that music is music. Like once it's
Mm-hmm.
out, it's there and it's forever because we have the privilege of coming back later and listening to stuff that was out while people was going through what they was dealing with. You know what I'm saying? And,
For sure.
good things and bad things. I say going through like sometimes it's they had really good times. You think the song September is one of the songs that come to mind. Earth Wind and Fire, and I was like, yo, like
Earth.
yeah, and that shit,
Yeah.
bro, like just that feeling. Could you just imagine that not existing? And then they just like, all right, we got a new song out
Next thing
September,
when they
and they just
drop
start
that
that shit up,
mud.
and it's like, yo,
What?
like what the fuck? You know what I'm saying? Like we get to
Yeah.
hear it, we hear it in movies, or we can go back and stream it or whatever. But like, and then another thing is too, man, is that I feel like there's an appreciation for music that people had back then that we are not going to be able to have now. And what I mean is the times where people had to go to like the record store or had to go
Mm-hmm.
to like a concert or a show or something to hear somebody playing, or actually even just if you sit at the crib and you watch something on TV, you had to be there to watch it on TV. Like
Right.
now, if I miss some shit,
Ain't no
I can
replay. This,
YouTube
you know what
it
I'm
or
saying?
I can, yeah, you know what I'm saying. But now it's like, bro, did you see that? No, I didn't see it. Oh shit, you saw it
Right.
because that's it. Yeah, that was it. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Even before VHSs and all that, where you couldn't be taped. If you missed it, you just
You
couldn't
just
see it no
missed it.
more.
Yeah, like now, yesterday was the BET Awards, and everybody like, you watching. I'm like, I'm gonna catch the performances on YouTube.
Right.
Like I watch
Exactly.
them on my own time. I ain't finna. I think I was watching the basketball game or something at the time, so
Yeah,
really wasn't studying it. But
and
yeah, man,
that's
like, not to cut you off, but
no, you good.
I feel like I would have liked to like, cause like when you first hear something and you just like, oh my god, like so, like,
Yeah.
just think if they had like, I don't know if hot new hip hop still exists or whatever, but like what if they had Hot New Funk or Hot New whatever, and fucking Marvin Gaye drop What's Going On, or like you just like, bro, because like you just think like when Drake drops something, or when Kendrick drops something, or when Cole drop, you just like, oh my god, bro, this man just went insane, bro. Like what? And then just think if it was something like classic like that. It was like, oh, you just heard Michael Jackson Remember the Time for the first time or something.
Holy shit.
Like, this is the world premiere of Michael Jackson Remember the Time. Like, bro, I would have been going crazy. Like, what? Hey, this is insane.
I hate to speak my age out there like that, but I really did hear Remember the Time like that. It was Michael Jackson was, bro, I had it good. And I feel like we ain't like super, I said that, but I feel like we ain't super like spread out in age. But bro, I remember this shit when it dropped. The fucking Whitney Houston, bro, putting shit out. Michael, I'm talking about new shit by Michael Jackson, bro. I grew up with that, and it was like, bro, I remember how big it was. People say his name, and then they don't. I mean, I don't know if they get it, but it was just like it was everything at the time, bro. Like everything was just like as far as music and everything like that. I remember seeing him. I can't remember which show it was or what song it was for, but it was like a concert, and I remember him sitting in this like huge ass group of people, and he was like in the middle. It was like all these bodyguards, and he was like in the middle of all this shit. I just remember looking like, damn, like why? It was wild to me, you know what I'm saying? And then you know what I'm saying, grown man passing out at this shit, and just like I ain't never been to no concert just passed out, you know what I'm saying?
Like, oh shit.
Can you imagine like Migos just, you know what I'm saying, somebody just being like, oh shit, I can't even handle, you know what I'm saying? Like it was just like it was just something else, bro. But I remember that, you know what I'm saying? I remember that. And Michael did for a while, so you've seen them transition from, you know, of course, Jackson 5 to, you know, his earlier career, and then he kind of transitioned into all the different kinds of music where you can actually stream in the CDs and all that too, because he was doing it for a while. I remember Whitney shit coming out. I remember fucking Mariah Carey shit coming out, like brand new. Someday, I remember Someday dropping, like her first song. I remember that coming out. And it's
that's crazy.
Yeah.
This ain't got nothing to do with 90 or like 70s or nothing like that. But in the 99 and 2000, my cousin in Texas told me that we was watching Juvie and them back that ass up video. Pause. He told me, yo, that nigga that was just on there talking about why drop it like it's hot, he's gonna be the best rapper in the world. Wow. And I like looked at him like, bro, what are you talking about? All he said was drop it like it's hot, drop it like it's hot. Like he ain't really
Hold up, you cut up.
And he really turned out to be one of them guys.
Yeah. Bro, I feel like I remember that whole situation with what was it was Hot Boys and Cash Money and them. Bro, that whole South thing took over for a while.
No Limit.
Yeah, that shit was that. Bro, like I remember, but it's crazy how. Okay, so I'm gonna answer the question too, but I feel like if we was able to like move this later and someone else got asked that 10, 15, 20 years from now, them talking about how they watched Juvenile's joint is going to be crazy, because I remember what you're talking about. And I remember all that shit. I remember when Wayne didn't have no damn tats. He was like this. It felt like he was a child, but I don't remember exactly how old he was. Yeah.
he was young as hell.
And I was like, man, this little dude, I was mad. I'm going to tell you something for real, and I'm confessing this on camera, bro. Him and Bow Wow pissed me the fuck off. I remember seeing them, and I was at school, and like, these kids was out. Yeah, I was like, bro, how they get to be on TV doing everything they want to do, and I'm sitting in the crib, you know what I'm saying, watching them, you know what I'm saying?
That's funny, man.
Bro, I wanted to be Wayne and Bow Wow so bad, bro. Like, I was so mad.
Bow Wow, man. Did you see that Versus, by the way?
Nah.
Bow Wow, bro, that was entertainment, bro.
Was it?
Bow Wow, Soulja Boy. they put on for the culture, it's gonna bring you back to childhood, bro. Like if you watch it, I'm pretty sure they got it on YouTube or something.
Yeah.
But like, bro, if you watch it, you're gonna be like, man.
Like,
but I like Bow Wow growing up. I wasn't really like hating on these niggas. So
oh yeah,
like,
no, hell no. I wasn't. People do that now, but I actually liked some of his stuff.
I was like going to see like Mike in theaters and shit.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. So, no, like, he was cool.
Yeah.
He was with I remember he was with Destiny's Child. They did the Jumpin' remix or whatever.
That was crazy.
I was so mad, bro. I was like, he get to sit there with Destiny's Child,
with Beyonce and
right?
Kelly and them.
I was so upset at my man.
Too. I feel you, like, he definitely inspired people to be like, bro, I could be a kid and do all this shit too, and be fly and be cool too.
Which is wild, like, because I
feel like kids then was like just kind of, I don't know, like at least coming from me, like you know how every kid is cool now. Like every kid got on designer and shit like now. Like, it wasn't none of that popping when I was a kid. When I was a kid, you know what I'm saying? Just straight cut, you know what I'm saying? Maybe a part, little ball fade, you know what I'm saying? Just collars and like, you know what I'm saying? Space Jam shirts and shit. You know what I'm saying? Bro. But like Bow Wow to me made it cool to be like, bro, I can dress like an adult, like pretty much, but like,
yeah, that's what it was.
I'm gonna make it cool. I'm still a kid. So I'm gonna wear my, you know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Whatever, but it's cool to be like, you can make being a kid cool, like dressing like that. Yeah. I feel like Bow Wow did that.
He did. And I hopefully people, because you know it's a shame what we do to the people we like, man. Or not say we, but I mean as a people. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Because somebody will like set up the whole culture for something and then later on get roasted for whatever. It's like, bro, like y'all completely forgot.
God forbid he passed, and then they be like, oh man, like it's the same like with like LeBron in basketball. They hate this man. They want this man to lose so bad, but like if he go tomorrow, they're gonna be like, man, bro, he really did a lot for the game.
Yeah, the greatest basketball of all time.
Fam, just respecting why he here. I never was the biggest Kobe fan, but I always respected him.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Exactly. Like knew like that nigga's the best. He GOAT status. Like you can't touch that, bro. Like, but like he ain't on the team I'm rooting for. So forget him. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's cool to do that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But like, but back to the music. Shoot.
So I didn't answer at all because I knew that.
Yeah. So what's your favorite? Well, I don't think I answered my favorite. Well, I guess I did kind of answer my favorite genre, like being like R&B, soul type.
Yeah. Yeah, I thought you did, my bad.
Like the 70s and shit. So yeah, I did. So what's your answer, man? Like who got the best genre?
It's crazy how this is why I like this question so much, is that something about music, I don't know what it is. I mean, I'm sure, you know, something spiritual or something, whatever, but the fact that everybody likes music, it's not if you like music or if you don't like music. It's what kind of music you like. Like it's automatic that you like it. So to me, even babies, you see, if you play some songs during like for crazy. A baby, they going off. Like it don't, you know what I'm saying? Like, and it's like, it's just like, it's crazy how that's in us. And I'm saying all that to say, when I was younger, it kind of transitioned from one thing to another. So it's kind of based on what I was around. My mom kind of forced me into the gospel stuff, which I didn't like, but then it made me appreciate Kurt Franklin more because he came out and spent the whole shit. And I was like, yo, like, this is, if we're going to listen to shit, that's who I want to listen to because he going off. And then that Stomp shit was so cool to me. And that was on just TV like everything else was. You know what I'm saying? We had to wait till Sunday to watch it on BT or whatever. So it just, that shit was cool. And then eventually I transitioned out of that to like pop shit. My aunt was really into that because she was into like Mickey Mouse Club and Roundhouse and all the shit that was like Kids Incorporated and everything, like that was like young kids like performing skit shits and all that. Yeah. But like, you know what I'm saying? She was in all that. And so that I dealt with the NSYNC and Britney Spears, Christina Aguilera and all that shit. Which then eventually got me to Eminem because Eminem was the first rapper that I seen up in there with them as far as like TRL or whatever, like being on, you know what I'm saying? So then I was like, oh shit, that's how I heard him because he was on that same shit. They wasn't gonna play NWA on like TRL or, you know what I'm saying? Or, you know, it just wasn't gonna happen. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So now they got Eminem. I'm like, oh, who is this? And then he rapping about shit that I can actually relate to because he wasn't necessarily talking about killing folks or smoke. Because I had heard all that. So then that got me into rap, and that kind of transitioned me. That was a big part of my life. That would have been my answer if you had asked me maybe 5 years ago, for sure,
Mm-hmm.
for sure. I would have hip hop rap, you know what I'm saying, all that. It would just like that would have been my and that literally went from middle school, middle school age to literally up to like 5 or 6 years ago.
I feel you, man.
Um,
I probably feel the same. I probably would have answered that same question, like
yeah,
hip hop rap
yeah,
five,
bro.
10
Like
years ago for
that
sure.
shit was everything about it was just like the energy, the beats, just everything, bro. I was a big fan of the Shady Aftermath and all that.
Yeah,
So
for
then when
sure.
M drop had a whole decade because he had it was him, and then it was D12, then it was 50, and then it was G Unit, and then you got the I shouldn't say side people, but there's some acts that didn't like the Obi Trice, the Trick, motherfuckers who just was kind of with him. Like the game was probably the biggest one I can remember.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but my answer right now, if I was to answer directly, and I don't imagine it changing from this. My answer right now is like score music, um, like
Okay.
instrumentals, like classical stuff. I know that sounds kind of vague, but what I mean more so is like the music that it was created to convey an emotion, and you hear a lot of that in movie scores when you search those up. So,
That's
um,
tight.
yeah, some artists. My favorite composer is called his name is Keegan Dwight,
Okay.
who did some movies. He did All the Bright Places. He did all together now. He did Gemini. People, you know what I'm saying? Like it's weird when
Okay.
you bring up scores because a lot of people don't talk about scores. They talk about soundtracks, but it's two separate things. The soundtrack is more so of the songs they like, almost like an album they put together
Right. For
for the movie.
but the scores is the
Is
shit
like the
going on in the the plot twist and the
exactly.
beginning and all that shit. That shit's tight.
Yeah, the sound. Yeah, so that's kind of where I'm at now. As far as um, you kind of hit it on the head though when you said 70s 80s because that just right there was just so
Man.
it was so big. I really want to go back to. There was a weird space I want to experience. Back when Jimi Hendrix was playing, Jim like Woodstock, pretty much, bro. I
Yeah.
want to see that was
Yeah, I've been
that's
at Woodstock.
bro. I would have been, and I like just because like I don't think they knew at the time, but they put it together for a reason. So they knew that it was going to be something. They may not have known it was going to carry on all these decades, or people will be talking
Hmm.
about that, but they knew it was something. Those acts, bro, those acts that was there, bro, I would have loved to just been at Woodstock. But as far as like an entire decade, I definitely probably say 80s for sure. A lot of the 80s music I heard it's just been dope. And I even now I kind of go back to some of that sometimes and listen to it and like, yo, like they were just somewhere else. Like
Yeah.
something was, I don't know what it was or what was going on, but it just they just kind of locked it in. There was so many
Yeah, they
artists that
was
just
tapped
locked
in,
in.
so like it was crazy. Like
Yeah,
the
yeah, and
sound, like
I
the pitch of their voice, like just
mm-hmm,
what they like, and think about what they had back then too. Like they ain't
bro,
have. I mean, they
yeah,
had auto tune, but they had to put a fucking whatever in their mouth, or you know what I'm saying. They ain't
yeah,
had a mixing and shit that we got today. Like so,
yes,
like just for them to like come up and be like, oh, I'm finna sound like I'm way over here,
mm-hmm,
but the
bro,
beat right on your head, like,
yeah.
bruh, like it's
I'm
some
glad you
shit
brought
that
that
came
up.
out the '80s, man. Like
It just,
for sure, especially the sound.
yeah,
Like I feel
yeah,
like
on point.
I don't know necessarily what I guess it's like a funk or something like that, but like it was just like, you know what I'm saying, Gap band type shit and like where it's like, bro, what?
Yeah,
Lakeside type
yeah,
shit and cameo type shit where it's just like,
yeah,
bro, where y'all even coming up with this shit? Like
bro.
what?
And it's like there ain't nobody. Okay, so we have, and this is a theory of mine. Y'all don't tear me apart. This is what I think. That we have instances of that these days, but it's like one artist, one quick time, and they out, or somebody who's not on a big enough level. It's not appreciated because I think things sounding the same is a little bit more acceptable now. I think back in the day you had to bring something different and you had to be dope for a reason. Now it's just about are you able to produce what everyone else is doing? And so for an example, somebody that you used to know, I know you know that song by I think it's Goatee or Gautier or whatever. You remember that song, Somebody That I Used to Know, or somebody that, yeah, that's what it's called. Somebody That We Used to Know or something like that.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, so that joint took off. That exploded and wasn't nothing out around that at the same time. But my man's dropped a joint that people didn't get. If that song had dropped in the 80s, it would be I mean, it was hot now or hot when it dropped, but then like it didn't last. Like it was like cold for a second and then just was gone. And I think that kind of shit belonged in a certain place that people didn't really understand. It's just like somebody who tried to drop some shit in the 90s or whatever that was probably 2000 sounding. And it was like, I don't like, you know what I'm saying? It wasn't time yet or whatever. So then they just like, whatever, it's garbage. And then somebody goes back, like, oh, do you remember this shit? Because people was clowning Eddie Murphy for what's that shit he dropped? Party All the Time.
All the time. He
Yeah.
on that shit.
Yeah, bro, he went off. He went off. That was cold as hell. But you know what I'm saying? People appreciate shit later. It's like it becomes this thing where it like don't nobody talk about it.
I feel like at the
late.
time, well, I wasn't there, but like I feel like at the time, Eddie was like on top of the comedy world, and he was out there singing like, damn, he really, you know what I'm saying? Like, but like people just like, Eddie, what is you doing? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Because like I remember when I seen it for the first time, and like they might have been doing like a countdown, somebody like favorite song or some shit on BT or something, and like whoever played it. And I'm sitting there, I'm just like, that's Eddie Murphy? Like, that's cool. And my mom just like, yeah, I guess. I'm like, this shit hard. Like, I don't know. He got Rick James in there. Like, this sound cool to me. Like, what you mean? Like, like, I guess. I'm just like, oh, I guess. Like, I feel like, you know what I'm saying? It had that narrative like, man, that nigga trying to be funny. It's like DC Young Fly.
Yeah.
Like, he be singing, bro. Like, I don't know if you know, he got music. Like,
I didn't know that.
He be singing, bro, like for real. And I be like, this nigga, he kind of decent now.
Right.
Like, you know what I'm saying? But like, I feel like people ain't gonna take him serious because DC Young Fly. And I'm like, bro, you up here trying to sing R&B songs, like Chris Brown type R&B songs? Like, bro, get out of here, bro.
That's wild. I didn't know that.
Like, bro, I just feel like you gotta separate people, man. Like, you gotta be like, he do that too. He do this, he do that too.
Yeah, people put you in a box and they lock you in there, and it's so crazy.
It's like you can't sing and be funny or something. Like, you
and
can't make a beat and be on a podcast or some shit.
Right,
you know
right,
like,
I don't get it, but I think that's what a lot of people struggle. I think the biggest fight they have is to get out of that box a lot of time, and I think there's a lot of people who struggle with it. Kanye was one of them that came to mind at first when he started doing fashion, but he's a little bit more successful now. Master P's, I think, is having a bit of he's getting there for sure. People ain't completely oblivious, but I think we had the discussion before. It's really upsetting discussion. I kind of heard him speak about he put out the noodles and everybody was bothering about how much sodium's in it or whatever. It's like, bro, like you know what I'm saying? And I'm not going to rehash that. Definitely, if y'all know what I'm talking about, go binge the other episodes. You'll find out pretty quick. We talked about it a little bit more. But yeah, it's stuff like that. It's like, bro, let people go out and do other shit. Like, why don't you force them to just do music? And then on top of that, when they do music and then they get too old, they're like, why are you still trying to make songs?
Right.
It's like, bro, you didn't let him do nothing else.
Right.
Like, it don't make no
like,
sense.
I mean, there's always going to be people to discourage you, like, to be like, man, you can't do that. Or like, why would you want to, you know what I'm saying? Or like, are you doing something different? Like, it's just people scared of change and different shit, like, pretty much. Like, they just want to be stagnant and they be like, no, you Eddie Murphy, bro. Make me laugh. Fuck all that singing shit. Like,
even if it's cold, like,
stop playing. You know what I'm saying? Like, even if it's nice, like he can write a song. I feel like you can pull the wool over people's eye by like having like somebody like say you could say I'm trash. I'm a trash rapper or something like that. But if I go do the same song Drake do or J. Cole do or whoever do, like same exact song, same words, all that, like, but say I did it, and then like gave it to Drake or whatever. You know, everybody fuck with him because he don't write like that or whatever. He had that little writing scandal or whatever. I fuck with Drake, so I don't care. So like, say I wrote a song for that nigga or something, and then he drop it, but I dropped a reference shit, and it's just like, oh yeah, nigga, like it's just gonna be because of who you are. You know what I'm saying? Like, especially when you like just starting off, it's just like, oh, that's Nick. I went to school with him. Like, I ain't trying to hear that nigga rap,
bro.
You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, I went to school. I known you since you was in, like, you know what I'm saying? It's just like, okay, we was kids, bro. Like, what you want me to do? Yeah, I was watching Barney, nigga. Like, I was 3, nigga. Like, what are you talking about?
I'm so glad
like,
you
know
said
what I'm saying?
that.
It's just people just be like, oh, it's like, I don't know.
I'm so glad you said that. You
That's
so
how
right.
people be when just be like, man, I ain't trying to hear that shit. Yeah, I went to school with that nigga. He cool, but like, I remember when Agent Orange got on 106 in Park for the freestyle shit.
Yeah.
And like this girl I was working with at the time, like was the one that told me, and I was like, oh shit, for real? And she was just like, yeah, like I guess, like, you know what I'm saying, he cool. I was just like, no, that man is nice. Like he been in the field. I already know he been in the field slapping shit. Like, like, you know what I'm saying? I'll be there. I'll be at them battles, and he be slapping shit. And the fact that he got an all the way to 106, he might do something. I don't know, but you know what I'm saying? Let's see. He was just like, yeah, I guess, you know what I'm saying? She even said, like, I guess it's just weird because I went to school with him and shit like that. And I'm just like, why, nigga? Like, you should be, I would be proud. Like, I went to school with that nigga. Like, what you mean? Like, man, that nigga on, I went to school with that man. Fuck you talking about?
You know what I'm
I
saying?
went to the same school with that. That's what, you know what I'm saying? People be super proud. Like, oh, he from Chicago. Like, you know what I'm saying? You know how people just be like, yep, he from the same place I'm from. Right. Like, I would be on that. Like, man, he went to the same high school. I went to the same high school as that man. You know what I'm saying? Walk the same halls as that nigga. You know what I'm saying? And he over there killing shit. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna look at him different because that's what he doing. He doing his thing.
It's straight
I
up.
ain't gonna be like, you know what I'm saying? It's different. It's just like saying that's like having a doctor or something. Like, say you need a procedure done or something like that. You finna get your tonsils taken out or something crazy, and then the doctor come in. You went to school with like, oh nigga, I went to school with you. Right. I ain't gonna let you do it. Like, nah, like, bro, like, what is he saying, bro?
Right. Bro.
Everybody got their thing, you know what I'm saying? You ain't gonna take the word from the rev that you went to school with or whatever. Like, I don't know. Man.
It's
People
so
just
silly
weird with that shit.
You know, but it's I think, and I don't know everywhere else because I only been in Springfield, but I feel like a Springfield thing because if you come out of Chicago or like use any place that we can name as far as music, the South or Chicago or whatever, even some Texas or whatever. Besides, well, okay, whatever. So I think when people see you in Springfield, for some reason, I don't know what it is about that place, but people acting like it's like crab in a barrel sometimes. I feel like I'm like, yo, like why don't we all just come together and do something instead of waiting to be, you know, saying like keep getting looked over by everybody from Chicago. Ain't nothing wrong with being from Chicago, but I feel like if you're in Chicago doing music and you meet somebody else in Chicago doing music, it's not finna be just an instant like, bro, you doing shit too or whatever, or it's not like, oh, I went to school with him. It's like, bro, like you excited about that shit. Like, yo, like, yeah, like let's all come together, let's all plan some shit out. You know what I'm saying? D12 is literally the perfect example. They from Detroit, they was all together. They was like, yo, let's do some shit together.
Yeah, I feel like everybody, well, in not just Springfield, but like a crab in a barrel mentality city. Mugs just feel like, oh man, I gotta be the first nigga to, I gotta be the first person to put the field on, or I gotta be the first person to do this, and I got. And to me, it's just like, bro, I know so many talented people that if something was to pop off, something was to happen, I'm gonna be like, yo, y'all gotta look at him, y'all gotta look at him, y'all gotta look at her.
Yeah,
she cold on the vocals. He can sing too. He make beats. He do this like, bro, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know, man. People weird. I mean, I get it. You have your own team and you do your own thing and all that shit, but like, I don't know.
I don't see what the problem is of getting everybody on though. That's what like I feel like everybody can eat. Like there's enough money for everybody. All these artists that's if you put all these artists that's famous in the same spot, a lot of them are from the same place. And I just don't understand why we had to I want to be the person from this place and I want to be the person from that place. It's like, yo, like, how about you just get everybody on? And or you just work, everybody just work. Don't try to stop nobody or don't hate on nobody when they work. Like you can even just do that.
I wouldn't say it don't matter where you from, but it kind of don't matter where you from. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just feel like if you doing that, like, you ain't necessarily gotta say you from wherever every song, you know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
that's
So
true
like,
too.
I
That's
mean,
true
you could
too.
have that in your music and stuff, but like music so like spacious now to where it's like a nigga can be from Springfield and sound like he from Atlanta,
Right.
or you know what I'm saying? Somebody be from New York and drop a song that sound like some Atlanta shit, and it's just like
Do you feel
I
like
don't know.
that's only hip hop? Because I feel like people from Nashville, that's known as a music place, and everybody just work and just get known and get they just get busy. So do you feel like it's just rap?
Yeah, yeah, because we the only niggas that be like, oh, JC, oh, why you still rapping?
Mm,
But like, you know what I'm saying? All them rock niggas can rock out till they die, bro. And they just be like, bro.
bro,
And then think about it. All these R&B niggas,
facts,
Stevie Wonder probably got an album in the tuck.
bro.
And ain't nobody finna say shit. You better not
Yeah,
say shit.
right,
You know what I'm saying? Maxwell,
bro.
when he dropped, it don't matter. It don't matter.
Yeah,
He ain't dropped in 10 years. It don't matter. You gonna listen to it and it's gonna be fire. Like
you be
people
on here
just
dropping
you know what I'm
fucking
saying? People
facts,
people
bro.
drop, but like they don't like they might hate a little bit on like R&B people, you know what I'm saying? Like it just
Yeah,
depends on
it
what it is. Cause
depends.
like some people, some things be watched and shit like that. So like
Yeah,
I can get people critiquing certain shit, like, but not everything is that. Like some people still come out fire and it's like, bro, like Jay-Z 51 years old and still rapping like that.
bro. Jay-Z could drop an album tonight without no
I'm
promotion,
gonna
no
listen to it.
nothing.
I'm
Yeah.
listening
Oh,
to
yeah.
it.
Instantly.
For sure.
Period.
You know what
But
I'm
it's
saying?
crazy how like he had to like build up to that. And you specifically, I love how you specifically say rock because bro, there's some rock groups that have been on tour since I was a child. Dude,
Right.
just
And that's
doing the
what they
same
do. But
shit.
like for real to me, I feel like why can't we do that shit in hip hop, bro?
I can tell you why because the other genres are worried about just making music and talk about emotion. Rap is rap is built on being better. Everything is about being the best. So if there's a chance to get somebody off of that rank, then they're gonna do it. And I think that's what the problem was. Is like you the coldest rapper, but then you got someone else writing for you, so you out. Or you claim you the coldest rapper, but you put out this joint and flop. So it's my time, you know what I'm saying? There's so many people trying to get in. And it let me just be real. Like I've been rapping for a long time. You can really get away with a lot of shit. I do a lot of extra shit just because I personally don't want to sell myself off as no. I don't want to ever look back at my shit and start cringing like, oh shit, I said that just to get some plays. You know what I'm saying? But some people don't give no fuck. Like they get the money and they trying to invest in other shit or just spend it or do whatever the fuck they want to do with the money. But at the end of the day, hip hop is based on pride and being better. So the more people that's in it, which is now it's easy to get in, the more everyone thinks they're the best and everybody thinks they're the coldest. So
So it's whoever said they was the best first. It's fault.
or the latest person. Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, it go it because I think it's the first and the latest because the first started it and they made it cool to do that.
And the
Because
latest
somebody else,
keep
of
it
course, was
going.
like, especially bro, gang mentality ain't always violent, but sometimes that mindset, even competitive, you can call it competitive. Like someone
Mhm.
else, even in different boroughs, bro. I know cat new. I'm sure you know people from New York, the people in Brooklyn and Bronx and Queens and all that. They in New York, but they all you can't be from. I'm from New. I'm Queens, Queen Dakotas. Oh shit, what the fuck you say? The Bronx, South Side Bronx. That's where we from. And then they dropping shit too. And then okay, whoever Brooklyn coming out, I'm like, yo, like we Dakotas. And that's just there. So imagine like, you know what I'm saying, like the whole world, like the whole,
Yeah.
you know what I'm
I
saying, the
mean, I fell
Midwest
victim
and
to it too, because I feel like shit. Like out of everybody rapping, you know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody fucking with my clique. I didn't said it.
right, bro.
I didn't said it and stood on it. Like and probably still stand on it. Like, bro,
Yeah,
go get a rapper from here. Just go get one nigga. And
right.
y'all make 2 songs in one day. And I guarantee you, I go get a rapper from here. And that nigga gonna make a better song than y'all. I like I just feel like, I mean, I guess it's the first and the latest niggas, and maybe it's my fault for still keeping that same energy. But at the same time, I just feel like, I mean, yeah, man.
It's
Like
bro, it's collectively all of
especially
us.
yeah, but like it can be competitive, but at the same time, it ain't to be like, man, y'all niggas ain't shit. My guy got it on lock, bro. Me and my we gonna do something, and then y'all ain't gonna be able, like. It could just be like, dude, this is how I feel, friend.
Right.
Like
Oh yeah.
maybe y'all do have a better song than us. I don't know. But
sometimes it don't even matter that, and that's what's dope about this. That's the truth of it. That's the truth people don't want to admit. You can be as cold as you want. If you lazy, it don't matter how cold you is, because the person who worked the hardest is gonna get seen first. I seen some, I ain't gonna say whack, but I seen some people who I knew I was better than get farther than me because I was like stopping and going, stopping and going, stopping and going, and I wasn't like, bro, like I was like more upset at myself, and that's the sign of maturity. Like I was like, bro, I wasn't trying to take him down or tell you not to listen to them. I was like, bro, like if I want to do this, I can, because I know I'm better than that shit.
right.
So it felt like freedom to me because I was like, bro, I'm choosing not to do this shit. Because I knew I wasn't trying to be no rapper. When I dropped like the second album, I was like, I kind of just want to do this because I like doing it. I like writing. I like creating. But imagine me traveling the world. I got a daughter at the crib. I don't know how people do it. I'm not gonna shade nobody, but I can't do no world tour, and I got a child sitting somewhere without no damn dad, and I'm just sitting the money. Like, do whatever you want. I'm not that type. I'm not the type to even move somewhere else and then pick my daughter up on the summertime. Like, what the fuck? Like, to me, I'm just like, bro, I'm a living, breathing human being. I got a child. I'm gonna take care of my child. So it became some of that, and also just like I seen what was able to pass and what I could do to get on, and I was like, fuck this. You're not finna hear me mumbling or talking about all this shit that I don't do.
Yeah, I feel
Just
like
to, you know what I'm saying? Like, it
getting
just
on
wasn't like that.
is crazy. Like you got to go through a lot of things.
You got to go. I think
You
it's
got to
not.
go through a lot of things, and like to me, like if you don't do it your way, or if you're trying to have like help from somebody, they gonna like tell you how they want to do it. Like I ain't trying to sound like a fucking, I don't know. I'm not trying to sound like whatever. Like, oh, this the reason why I'm not on particularly, but like I just feel like when I did have opportunities, it's just like, okay, what's your single? You gotta make a song like this.
Hmm.
Where's this at? Where's that? And it's just like, nigga, I don't do that. I rap about life.
Yeah.
I don't shoot people. I rap about life, my everyday life, the struggles of being black, smoking, chicks, drinking, partying, having fun, opening your third eye, being aware of bullshit that's going on around you. I don't rap about stupid shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, and that might be stupid shit to other people because it's subjective, but like still, dog. Like, I'm not finna. I don't have a single, bro.
Yeah. It's
I don't
it's
have one,
definitely an
bro. Like,
industry now.
I'm not finna like, you know what I'm saying? Like, sing.
Yeah.
Like, I remember like telling people this. Literally, like, I'm trying to think of how long this shit was because it wasn't that long ago. And they're just like, yeah, man, you need a single, you need this. And I'm just like, bro, you really don't need no single nowadays, man. Like,
Not
it's
not
not gonna
exactly,
be
no. I,
now it's like it's definitely like they just be dropping songs and just be like, oh, whatever one stick, that's the one that people like, fam. That's what I was just dropping what I liked for real, for real.
right.
And just be like, man, I think this one is hard, so I want y'all to hear this, so I'm gonna just do that. And I ain't have no label. I was on my own. So like, dude,
Right.
how you gonna tell me to like keep all your shit in until you get a label? Like, no, I'm finna drop this shit
No,
because
hell
I
no.
can, nigga. And then
Whoever said
if
that
you
is
like it,
completely.
what's up? Like, you know what I'm saying? Let's
Yeah.
talk. But like, dog, like don't I ain't I hate when people like sit on shit. Like I sit on shit too. So I guess I'm talking about myself, but like just drop that shit. You ain't got no album, or you ain't got no label particularly, but just drop it, see what the fuck happened. Like it is what it is.
I think the single shit came from radio. But now as radio
Right, for
passes,
sure.
don't nobody get no fuck. Because now everything's
Right.
on the
Nobody
internet,
cares.
everything is. So I think that people with that mentality, they got it burned in their mind. A single, drop a single, drop a single, and the problem is that I can stream whatever I want. You can drop the whole album, and I can pick what songs I like, buy
Right. I could
those,
pick
or
two
just
or three
stream
and just be
those.
like, cool.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. So it don't even. It's not. If I hear you, it's now. It's the person that sells it. Once Cardi drops something, I don't give a fuck what single came out. Once Megan drops something, I don't give a fuck what single came out. You're gonna listen to the album. You're gonna decide what songs you like, and that's what you're gonna listen to, or that's what you're gonna hear once, and that's it. Like don't nobody and I think people don't know how to advance with what's going on. Some people are really good at that, some people aren't. And I think a thing I heard actually today was literally don't take advice from someone you wouldn't switch lives with. And I think people run their mouth to tell you, what you should do or what others. I hate when motherfuckers be like, you should do this, you should. Like, bro, fuck it, you should. Obviously, if you think it's a good idea, you would do it. And if you don't think it's good enough for you to start doing it, then why would you make me do it? Like, it don't make no sense. So to me, I'm like, a good sign that that's not going to work is the fact that you sitting here calm as hell telling me I should do something. Like, you're not even excited. You just want me to just do whatever you're saying to do. Like, so go to hell with that. I'm gonna do what I'm gonna be doing, and I'm making myself the kind of person that you come up to and say I should do shit. So that I'm already on the right track of it. Like, you need to be doing that too. Motherfuckers should be coming to you saying you should be doing shit. If they're not doing that, then obviously you're not where you need to be. And so I just work. I put out what I need to. I don't think, and I got the freedom of not being in hip hop because I'm writing other shit now, but it's not really bars. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just like, I like the feel of this song and I'm just putting it out. And it's such a freeing thing. I'm just in a different space. But I think a lot of people who are still in that mindset of trying to get on, I think have it a little bit easier. Now since there's more people doing the same shit, you just have to do more to be different. But once you get to that spot and you're willing to do whatever it takes to get to the other side of that line, I think that you're probably good to go. It's just that we gonna remember Kendrick, we gonna remember J. Cole. Some of these other rappers who just come in and get the money, we might not talk about 10 years from now. It just that's just facts. So you can try to get in and be that quick, whatever, get the money and do whatever with the money, or you can play the long game. Because I know people who was following J. Cole back when he was just dropping regular mixtapes. You know what I'm saying? He just worked. I don't know behind the scenes. I didn't follow him myself, but I've known numerous people, and I've seen shit. I heard shit. Now, of course, when somebody dropping, they get cold. People want to put up the YouTube links, like you said. Now, after the fact, everybody want to be, oh shit, yeah, listen to this, listen to that. Like, bro, he been in your city doing all this shit, and you didn't want to fuck with him until he blew up to some extent, which is another annoying thing I'm not going to get into. Some people don't want to fuck with you until it's already building, and not fuck with you while it's going. Yeah, like, bro, I need you at the beginning.
You can't really kind of blame people.
I do.
Right. Fuck that. You can't really blame people for that shit. Because to me,
bro, if you drop something,
just ain't.
Nah, I feel like if you fuck with somebody, you fuck with somebody, bro. I'm not gonna wait till it's cold and then be like, oh, that's right.
But like guy. I'm saying, like, but if you don't know and you just hear and you're just like, I don't really know. It's like that's pretty. It's some artists that I'll be like, oh, who? Oh, okay. Like, I'll check. You say his album cool. I guess I'll check him out. But like, I might, and then I might forget. You know what I'm saying? And just be like, okay.
I see. Okay, but I see what you're saying. No. I see what you're saying.
It's like oh man, now you want to. I kind of like being at like the concert. Like, say you at a Cole concert, and it's like, yeah, nigga, where all my day ones at? You know what I'm saying? And then he dropped like something from like one of his mixtapes, and then people in there, and then you just one of them niggas like, yeah, y'all niggas want to fuck with him. Oh, you know what I'm saying? I've been with my nigga. Like, I don't know. You know, it don't necessarily got to be like, because some people just wasn't introduced to it like that, or some like that's not the case to everybody. To where it's like, gee, I put this on your doorstep, and you said fuck this shit.
I feel like what I'm referring to primarily is when you with somebody, you with people, and you ask for support. And then you don't get it. And then other people from the outside hear it.
I mean,
they start supporting. And then the people you had showed it to before is like, oh shit, this motherfucker cold. That's what I'm talking about. That's some other shit. Because if you, it's different what you're saying. And I understand, I feel what you're saying too. Like, I think if people don't know it, they don't know it. You know what I'm saying? That's something else. I'm not saying like, oh, bro, I've listened to this forever and you just not getting to it. Like, that's, of course, I didn't hear it. Like, I didn't, you know what I'm saying? I didn't know. And even people progressing it better. J. Cole don't sound like what he sounded like on his mixtapes back when he started like that. Right. It's silly to think that. So I get it. But I'm talking about the motherfuckers who just sit back and wait for it to succeed first and then want to hop on and be like, oh, yo, that's my guy. I've been here. You know what I'm saying? That's bullshit to me. So I support people from the jump, not just because I'm trying to gain something just in case, but a lot of times people want to live their dreams out. Like I don't necessarily like everything I support, but if you're trying to do something,
sometimes I just be fucking with them because it's like, okay, bro, I see you doing your thing. Like regardless if I don't like it, bro, I like to see you doing good, bro.
Exactly. I
Like,
want to
I
see
might not
people
like the
win.
song, or I might even like the song and like play that shit every day. Where it's like, man, but like I got there's some people like some local cats that I'm like, bro, he snapped on that song. I fuck with that shit.
Yeah.
But I might not like play it every day, or I might just like share it and just be like, man, this nigga went crazy, and that's
Right.
it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And that's
And
what I'm
that's really
saying.
all it take. Like, really all it take, and just to let somebody know, like, gee, I fuck with your shit. You snapped on that, or like, bro, I see you, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, I see what you doing. I'm finna download your tape. You know what I'm saying? Especially you on DSPs and shit.
Right.
So
And bro,
definitely.
if I value a perfect example to me is Dave. Not perfect, but a good example is Dave. I seen Dave, and I wasn't necessarily not watching it or trying not to watch it. Like I didn't have nothing against it, but I just was doing shit, and I just seen it. I was like, okay, that looked kind of like Atlanta, but I was like, okay, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like, Lil Dicky put out joints before, and I was like, okay, you know what I'm saying? Like, but I was kind of on my way into listening to what I'm listening to now, so I'm not big. No, I wasn't big into hip hop then. Then you said, oh, this shit funny as fuck, and I was like, oh, okay. If Nick fuck with it,
But
I value.
what's crazy is I don't listen to Lil Dicky.
Oh, for real?
I couldn't tell you no Lil Dicky song to save my fucking life, but that man is funny as hell.
He
He
funny as
entertaining,
fuck.
fam. Like,
Yeah.
it may not be the music, like he got on through the music, but it may not be the music that bring you to that nigga. Like, it's
Yes.
so many people
Bro.
around that don't even know Snoop Dogg rap.
Say that shit again, bro. They need to hear. They need
There's
to hear
people
that.
here that don't even know Snoop Dogg. It's people that don't know LL Cool J was a rapper.
Yeah, that's crazy. That's nuts.
Believe that shit or not, like it's
Yeah.
just like you just nigga on CS9 or whatever the fuck show, like,
Yeah.
bruh, yeah, fam, like you know what I'm saying, he used to rap. I'd be sitting back watching like movies with my family and stuff, and I'd just sit there and we tell our daughter like, hey man, like you know him, that's you know what I'm saying, like Queen Latifah, she used to, you know, she know Queen Latifah from Living Single. I'm
Mm-hmm.
like, yeah, she used to rap, she do this, she was like, what? It's like, yeah, fam,
Yeah.
like she know UNITY, she know ladies first, you know what I'm saying? So like she, you know what I'm saying, she hip to it. It's like, okay, cool. Like,
Yeah. Yeah, bro.
like
That's
man, yeah,
necessary. That's Black
people come
history.
up for facts. People
Yeah.
come up like, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, I don't really like, I don't even have nothing against Lil Dicky music. I just like never really, you know what I'm saying, listen to it. I've heard him freestyle and shit, and I'm like, okay, okay, cool.
Yeah.
Cool,
That's right.
funny ass dude though. Like, you know what I'm saying? Then I checked out his show and it's like, bro, this shit hilarious, man.
Yeah.
So,
That's how I found him at first too. Was freestyles, because I know certain shows don't let certain rappers on.
Right.
Without, you know what I'm saying? And I'm like, yo, like this motherfucker's going off. And I see the views, I see the comments. And not that I need that to sway me, but if you curious already and then you see some shit like that, I'm like, oh, let me finally just click this shit.
Yeah. You
It's
just kind
already
of want
sitting
to
in
see
front
if
of
you're
me.
the only one to feel that way. Like,
Yeah. I'm not gonna jump on no bandwagon. I'm quick to be like, everybody likes this, but I hate it. Like there's a lot of shit I feel that way about. So
right.
let me just listen to dude. And he actually was going off. And I was like, yo, like this dude is nice. But I don't listen to rap enough to be like, oh, I'm about to go get everything he got. I'm about to go check out, but whatever.
Right.
So when he got the show, and like I said, and I'm not capping. I'm being real. I'll say this on camera too, bro. Like when I seen that shit, I was like, oh, Atlanta went off with Charles Gambino. So here comes somebody else trying to come and make a fucking show about their life that it's actually, you know, whatever. So I just kind of think it was like a white Atlanta, and they just FX is trying to find more shows that's like, you know what I'm saying, trying to find more shows
Right.
with rappers in it. So I'm like, okay, whatever. I just kind of let it slide. And then when you was like, it's funny,
very well be the case, bro.
But, I mean, it could be, but it is two different kind of shows after I watched it.
Yeah,
like
sure.
like it's less of,
but like the dark humor, it's a lot of similarities.
Oh yeah, the tone of it is
like
definitely
tone and all that shit. Like,
yeah, for sure. But I think FX is kind of in a niche because they got a show called Rami that is kind of the same way, and I noticed that too. Mm-hmm. So when I seen that one, I was like, oh, they just kind of trying to have a. It's like how, you know how Lifetime got a certain kind of movie. You know, Lifetime movies everybody kind of know, or Nickelodeon got a certain kind of show that you can just expect.
Yeah,
I think FX trying to do that with the dark humor shit. because Atlanta, I think, probably surprised them. But I don't know the behind the scenes, but I know that I ain't seen no shit like that before. And then now I see a couple of them, so I'm like, okay, they probably see something succeed.
I think it did because
Yeah,
that first season they was like, yo, this
bro. But I mean, Donald Glover just another. I don't know. They shouldn't have invested that. So that I mean, not like Lil Dicky ain't funny, or not like Dave ain't funny, but fucking Donald Glover is just a whole different. You talking about somebody who doing all this other shit, bro?
man, he do so much.
He do so much shit. He do act. He was in movies before. He was in Community. People think he started Community. He was in movies. Motherfuckers was acting. He was in all types of shit, and then he did. He of course he started rapping, and the first time I actually heard him for real was 3005. Back he dropped that. I was like, yo, like this man's nice.
Him like on some I forgot. I think he dropped a mixtape called like Cul-de-sac or something.
Okay.
And I was like, gee, okay, like it was kind of like it was cool. It was kind of like, you know what I'm saying, like he kind of knew he was kind of like sounding corny at times too, and he would play off of that. So I kind of was like, okay, I fuck with him, like, but like his like songs with like the emotion and shit like that, like I can't think of this song. I'll probably have to send it to you, bro. It was so crazy. I just feel like it's probably still one of my favorite Childish Gambino songs, but like to see that man like elevate and then drop like Because of the Internet, and it's like, damn, dude, that album is crazy. And then drop Awaken My Love, and I like remember listening to that album, and I'm sitting here waiting for this nigga to rap. I like was like the whole time, and I'm just like, bro, maybe like 3 songs in, I was like, Dre, this nigga is not rapping this whole song. This nigga is not rapping,
bro. I swear to God,
totally different shit, and I love that album,
bro.
The album is genius.
So motherfucker, okay, so somebody told me about so I'm the type to see some shit and I don't jump on hype. I'm just like, okay, I see something trending, I let it go until I feel like I want to watch it. I'm just like that. So all I see is this picture of this black face with this blue shit around or whatever. I'm like, yo, what the fuck is this picture? And I looked and I clicked it and said, oh, Childish Gambino. I was like, okay. So then I'm listening to the song, and this is all truth. I'm listening to the song. I'm like, where the fuck is this nigga at? Like, I don't hear him on here at all. And like, I promise you, I was like, listening, wait for him to. I'm like, okay, this is a dope little intro with somebody singing, but who the fuck? Where he gonna start? Come to find out, bro, that was him singing the whole motherfucking time. I was like, holy shit, this motherfucker is somewhere else, bro. Like his mind just somewhere else, and that's not even, mind you, Redbone went off and exploded. Then, not too far from that, This Is America came out, and that shit, bro. Even to this day, people watching that video with finding new shit out and learning shit. Like, bro, so much went into that. Oh, my God, bro. Bro, and that's
it just was gems like that. He be putting gems like that in in Atlanta.
Oh, yeah. Oh, man, like, I love that show, man.
That show was crazy. I watched the Juneteenth episode on Juneteenth. I had to.
Yeah,
man, that shit was so funny, man.
Yeah, bro. I like that show. So I'm going back to Dave. Reason I bring up Dave is because I seen the show, but I value your opinion more than I value the internet, so the masses.
Right.
Like a million people could tell me do something like, okay, yeah, cool, okay, whatever. You say something, you in particular, say something to me. Only got a few people like that in my life. You was one of them. When you said Dave was funny, I was like, oh, I'm checking it out.
That's what's up, bro.
So I was like, so then I watched it, and I'm saying I said all that to say that's how some shit happens with support. Right. Like a lot of people, I'll share this, I'll share that. But if you was like, bro, this is cold as fuck, I already know where you at. Like, not, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know your mind shit, but I know your standards to some extent. Like, you're not just going to just be saying everything's the shit. Mm-hmm. So I checks it out based on you saying you likes it. And I think that is the importance of sharing shit and word of mouth. You may see me share something, but if I'm like, yo, like this motherfucker, I'm adding shit to it or whatever the case may be, then I feel some kind of way about it, which means whoever is the same spot like you is in my life, they're gonna be like, oh, Sherman likes this, let me check it out or whatever. You know what I'm saying? So I think that's the importance of helping somebody get on and whatever. And I think we kind of just went off on a lot of shit, but
no, that's cool, man. That's a podcast. That's what people on podcasts do.
Hell
So
yeah. But man,
that's all good.
that question was cold as fuck because I wasn't expecting that at all, bro.
Yeah,
And I
man. So join the party.
hell
Pull up a
yeah.
chair, man. Let us know what
Yes.
you think. Who got the best air? What's your favorite genre?
Yes.
I don't know if we rapping or not, but like uh tell the people, because you just dropped the album, you just dropped a project.
Hmm.
Tell the people about that project. Tell them where they
Yeah.
can find it, the name of it, all that good shit. Cause
So I dropped two shits close together. Um so one is a project called Arid Cherubs. It's a soundtrack that I made to a show that don't exist. I wrote a show and then I made some music for it. So you can listen to it and kind of hear the story as you progress through it. Season 2 is coming out sometime in August. So definitely check it out. There's also a 10-year anniversary of my first rap project. It's called Sorry I'm Late. Um, you can stream all these for free, by the way. Air Cherubs is on every streaming joint. Um, the mixtape I had to put on Bandcamp. So it's shermanmason.bandcamp.com because they had other people's beats on it. I couldn't put it on Apple or whatever. So you can listen to that for free. You can drop some bread on if you want to, donate or whatever. But it's all optional. You can just listen to it for free. I'm not, I'm saying I'm not gatekeeping or nothing like that. But
man,
definitely
buy
check it
that
out.
shit. Buy that shit. Run it up. Buy that shit, man. Buy my man shit, man.
Yeah, I appreciate you,
Feel
bro. I
me?
appreciate you,
Support it on Bandcamp to free. Even if you're gonna stream it, man, just stream it, give it a listen, man. I listen to it. It's
bro.
dope, man. So
10 years,
we
bro. That
need shit like that's crazy, bro.
fuck, bro. I can't believe that shit either, bro. It's
That's
like
super crazy.
10 years, bro. But yeah, I dropped it on the day of
The day of, okay. That's
exactly
what's
ten
up.
years.
That's what's up.
Yeah, so I got so okay. So if you see it, you'll see it's a 10-year anniversary edition. So I remastered all the songs. So the mixtape itself is remastered. That's the 10 tracks. There's another 5 on there that was unreleased that me and my guy was finna do next, but we never did. So ain't nobody never heard it. And then there's another 2 tracks my little brother Duran on there. And then there's I think 2 or 3 more tracks that I actually just recorded. Like, it's brand new. So
Okay.
definitely check it out.
Yeah,
I
you
think it's like
check that
22
shit out.
total. Yeah. Let me know what you think. Also, there's merch.
Big
Um,
merch.
yeah, Thought Party merch. Like you said, there's t-shirts, there's hoodies. I got a duffel bag on there. Yo, check it
Yeah.
out. See what y'all feel
Duffel
like, man.
bag boy. Get your
Yeah,
thought
yeah.
party duffel bag
Yeah.
boy. Yes,
Gets it,
sir.
man. Gets it.
T-shirts, all that, man.
Yeah,
So get
straight
your
up.
girl one, get your kids one, get your mama one, get everybody one, man. It's Sure Man Mason
Yes.
Productions.com.
Yeah,
Get
appreciate
your
y'all
merch,
supporting me,
man.
man.
Um,
Supporting us.
for real,
Cause
supporting the pod, man. We
yeah,
glad to be back for season 2.
yeah, bro.
They could have canceled us, you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? We could have got canceled.
Bro, we could have got canceled like
We
motherfucker.
could have got canceled, but fuck that. We make our own rules, so we can't go ahead and cancel us. You can't cancel niggas when they got their own shit.
Hey, that's
You
real.
can't
Hey,
cancel when you got your own production company,
it's
man.
true. Hey, yeah,
Stop
yeah.
playing.
Straight up. Straight that's truth. That's truth.
That's
Ownership,
the
y'all.
truth, man.
Ownership is key.
For sure, man. Black
Um,
ownership, man.
yeah. So I appreciate y'all, man. I'm good to go. You got anything you want to drop for him? One
Nah,
last
man,
thing or
I'm
no?
good, man. We gonna be back next week, man. Thanks for having us. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? We just a guest. Y'all the host with the most, man. So let us know what y'all think of this question, what y'all think of this episode. Like, subscribe, uh, all
Drop a
that. You know what I'm
review.
saying? Drop the review.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Share it. Plug it to your IG, your Twitter. You know what I'm saying? All that, man. So
Yeah.
thanks for supporting us, man, and keep supporting us, man.
What's
We
that?
out.
Yeah.
Peace.
Peace.